This morning, the Las Vegas judge attacked during a sentencing hearing is bruised, but already back on the...
Slam into that. Top of the hour ad break by subscribing for $5 or free with the Twitch Prime, or by getting gifted a sub. Here's the 3-minute ad break now.
Bench.
She remained sore and stiff, but thankful it was not more severe.
After he was denied probation for repeated offenses, 30-year-old Deobra Redden lunged over the bench, pinning Judge Mary Kay Holthus against the wall, pummeling her on the floor.
This is a very unique situation that, as far as I know, has never happened before with somebody supermaning over a judicial bench.
The chief judge, Jerry Weiss, credits the court clerk for heroic actions for pulling Redden off Judge Holthus.
Michael Lasso, her law clerk.
Okay. I'm sorry, but that's an incredibly impressive leap. That's like, that dude is just, you know, his talents are going to waste.
Clerk was probably the primary person that pulled the defendant off of her and probably kept her from having more severe injuries.
Judge Weiss says there's currently a shortage of marshals providing security in the Clark County court system. He says only one marshal was present at the time of the attack, but he admits even a second may not have stopped Redden.
He moved too quick.
Dude, they're kind of glazing him a little bit, which I respect. Bro, look at his back feet. Like, that's awesome. I mean, he cleared it. That's crazy. That's crazy. I really respect that. I will say it with my entire chest. I respect the shit out of that.
He says only one marshal was present at the time of the attack, but he admits even a second may not have stopped Redden.
He moved too quick, and I think the marshal was right behind him, just couldn't get to him. I don't know what could have prevented this. I mean, I think that we are looking at every opportunity we can to make things better.
Redden now faces a slew of new charges, and Judge Holthus will be back to oversee his new sentencing, scheduled for next week.
Court officials say they're now reviewing security measures and hope to increase.
You really believe this kind of crime is awesome? Yeah. It's impressive. I'm sorry. It's super... no, I already ran the top of the hour ad break, chatter. You missed it. It's absolutely... It's so impressive. That is such... It's so impressive. Did you hear what the judge did before he did that? No. Bro's in the wrong court. Oh, that's such a good take.
I just can't with that history. And of course, I appreciate that, but I think it's time that he gets a taste of something else because I just can't with that history. In accordance with the laws of the state of Nevada, this court...
Wait, that's it? I don't know about his crimes or records, but I didn't think she was that wrong. Yeah, I don't know about his crimes or record as well.
Mr. Redden, is there anything you want to say on your own behalf before I pronounce sentence?
So basically, I would like to tell the courts and everyone here, like, based on my criminal history, like, I feel that, like, I shouldn't be, like, sent to prison for a second time.
Have you looked at your criminal history? Have you looked at your criminal history?
I actually just, I looked at it.
I mean, you lived it, I suppose.
I just looked at it,
Yeah.
And,
3 felonies, a gross, 9 misdemeanors, multiple DVs. Got a lot going on, sir.
Yeah, I just figured, like...
Battery on a protected person, robberies, attempt home invasion. Go ahead, I didn't mean to interrupt you, I was just...
I just figured, like, I'm in a better place in my mind, my mental health. I have a support system. I just got hired as a Teamster for, the union, making $20 an hour. And like the reason behind every single domestic violence I've been dealing.
He's a union man. Free him. He's a union man. Free him. Free him.
Dealing with mental health, and I didn't know that I was dealing with mental health. And they put me in mental health court, and I still didn't know that I had a mental health problem until it was August 2022 when I realized I have a problem with this. And like having a dictionary and like understanding myself, getting to know myself a little better, and applying it to my personality, and having an epiphany at that moment in those instances, and just like trying to learn from my mistakes, And I feel like I shouldn't be sent to prison, but if it's appropriate for you, then you have to do what you have to do. But I figure that, if I'm in a better place in my life, I'm not doing drugs, I'm not out there committing crimes now.
Try saying free him, he beats women. I mean, he's a union man. Plenty of wife beaters are out there free and not union man. You know what I'm saying? Ow, fuck. Yeah, half the cops in that fucking courtroom have beat their wives. They're union men too. They should be in prison instead. You're gonna get clipped? No, I'm okay. All jokes aside, look. She's clearly wait. Okay, listen. I mean, clearly his reaction after the judge's condescension shows that maybe he's got a little bit more learning to do. The unfortunate problem is that prison is the worst place for that kind of learning. Chat's like, wow, this guy's toxic. Domestic violence. He tackled the fucking judge. This guy's clearly nuts. Yeah. So that's my take. His reaction was adequate. No tolerance for racism, says Anarcho Junkie. Dude, shut up. Like, what are you talking about? Yo, people love larving in this chat. How can you sit there and say you're a reformer and attack the judge like that? No, I know. That's what I'm saying. He seems like he's not personally as reformed as he thinks he is. You know what I mean?
And I feel like I should be given a shot because I'm in a better place than I was then, so, but that's, I'm a person who never stops trying to do the right thing, no matter how hard it is. And I just, and I'm trying, and I never give up trying to do the right thing. I know I'm not a rebellious person. I don't want to be standing here. I don't want you to have to, sit up there and waste your time as well, But the criteria of me saying this is that I'm a person that never stops trying to do the right things, even if it's hard. And
he definitely is a overachiever. I'm just saying, he is an overachiever. Look, I think, clearing the bar. I mean, the judge being a woman and him being that excited to pummel her kind of also plays along with the DV charges. Like I feel like he's like extra good at doing that. Okay. He's the judge now. Looking at his priors, I think it does make more sense that he would be denied no time served. I think looking at his priors and looking how long the rap sheet is, even with everything I know about how those rap sheets are cultivated, especially when paired with his reaction to the judge, it does feel like, there's got to be a little bit of punishment, right? It sucks. Because I didn't do this DV. Look, this is a DV. Tackles the judge. I don't know. You could clear easily? No, I could not. Look at the space.
Best I could. I have been confident.
Thank you.
I think the court can trust that he is going to perform well on probation. I think he's worth this risk. The court wants to be 19 or 48 as suggested by the VA. I would have no issue with that, but to suspend it rather than just send him to prison for any length of time. I think it makes more sense given the circumstances and his ability to do probation successfully that you give him this opportunity.
Bro, I feel like, Jimmy McGill would have done a better job. Jimmy McGill would have had him walking, dude.
I appreciate that, but I think it's time that he gets a taste of something else because I just can't with that history. In accordance with the laws of the state of Nevada, this court...
It's still funny, though. Listen. I want to hear what Alex's take. I want to hear what Lolo's take would be here. Like, what do you do when your client leaps at the judge? It's so crazy, man. It is so crazy. It actually is funnier now with the context when you think about it, because he went on this long tangent about how he's a reformed man. He has a good job. He's a good union job, and how things are looking better for him. And then his defense attorney turns around and and says, "My client, he did have a take. Gonna keep it a bug with you. I just saw this tonight and I've watched it about 100 times. I needed this. Yeah, I mean, I think the thing is, I've talked to Lolo about this a lot, Lolo overruled. I mean, dude, it's gruesome out there. You got homeless people that are nabbed for fare evasion, and then they get slapped with additional charges like resisting arrest, things of that nature. You got people that want to see their children for the holidays, and the judges should demonstrate that level of contempt all the time. Probably as a consequence of consistently dealing out what they think is justice on a daily basis. So much crime they see. And you can't really do that without kind of being disgusted by the people that you are sending to prison. It'd be kind of difficult, right? If you saw them as human beings, you're like, well, I'm literally jailing, removing the freedoms of actual human beings with loved ones and goals and aspirations.